Hello and welcome to our video on Canada Travel and Immigration channel. In today's video we'll highlight 10 panga things to do as a newcomer to Canada this August 2023. Canada's summers give an incredible open door to newbies to this country to travel and experience all that this nation brings to the table. Summer in Canada authoritatively starts this year on June 21, 2023. August is midsummer in Canada. It is generally marginally cooler than July, yet at the same time warm. This offers newbies to Canada the ideal chance to encounter the very best occasions and outings this delightful nation brings to the table during the hottest piece of the schedule year. And no specific request. The accompanying rundown will give one proposal of a marquee experience in every region that newbies to Canada can exploit this late spring. Stroll on an engineered overpass in English Columbia. English Columbia is home to 6 engineered overpasses, each resting over a waterway or gully with grand perspectives on that piece of the region. For example, the Capilano Engineered Overpass is a 140-meter-long construction in North Vancouver that was fabricated 70 meters over a waterway. Utilize this August, when the weather conditions is at its ideal, as a valuable chance to appreciate perhaps of the most interesting experience BC brings to the table. Visit Banff and Lake Louise in Alberta. Summer in Banff and Lake Louise brings warm, radiant climate. This is the main season where the climbing trails at higher heights are generally snow-free. July is most certainly the hottest month, so August carries a more agreeable temperature to partake in the striking turquoise shades of Lake Louise and the numerous outside exercises presented in the space like trekking and paddle boarding. Journey across sand ridges in Saskatchewan, a territory known for its scene and captivating views throughout the mid-year. Saskatchewan is someplace novices to this nation can engage with a portion of Canada's most exceptional outside encounters. One of those encounters is the incomparable sand slopes, which are home to about 1,900 square meters of dynamic sand rises and an exceptional desert-like ecological experience that is a unique case across the world, let alone in Canada. Experience Canadian history at Manitoba's Canadian Historical Centre for Basic Freedoms. Canada has a long and fascinating basic freedoms history that is at the center of many pieces of current Canadian personality. From environment equity to ladies' freedoms and the set of experiences among Canada and native populaces in this country. Rookies keen on getting to find out about the historical backdrop of their new home ought to think about visiting this famous exhibition hall in Winnipeg. Get a glance at Toronto from above at the CN Pinnacle in Ontario. For quite some time, the CN Pinnacle in Ontario was the tallest unattached design ashore in the whole world, despite the fact that it has since been deposed by Dubai's Burj Khalifa. The 553.3-meter-high milestone in Toronto stays one of Canada's most important summer attractions. Whether you need to get a feast, notice Toronto from the principal perception level as well as the sky pie, or even take a shot at the popular edge stroll outwardly of the pinnacle. The CN Pinnacle is generally viewed as one of the quintessential summer encounters for those in Ontario. Climb the many paths of Mont Tremblant in Quebec. For outside experience searchers and admirers of view, Mont Tremblant Public Park in Quebec includes an excess of 50 different climbing trails that make for an extraordinary day of fun in nature and the August intensity, with trails going from short of 1 kilometer to in excess of 80 kilometers in length. This Quebec park offers an extraordinary method for remaining dynamic and outside in the late spring as a novice to Canada. Visit Peggy's Bay Beacon in Nova Scotia, an apparatus in one of the country's most notable pictures. The Peggy's Bay Beacon has an extremely durable spot throughout the entire existence of this country, albeit the beacon is as of now not functional. The north of 100-year-old beacon gives Canadians an extraordinary spot to go through the day watching the waves and encountering a fantastic piece of this country's set of experiences in the late spring. Experience Grosmorn Public Park in Newfoundland and Labrador. Whether you and your family need to go setting up camp, take a boat visit, kayak or swim, Newfoundland and Labrador's Grosmorn Public Park gives one of Canada's most beautiful scenes to partake in the outside in Canada this mid-year. Known for being an uncommon illustration of the course of mainland float, where profound sea covering and the stones of the world's mantle lie uncovered. This public park is a remarkable one in Canada that most certainly warrants a visit by any Canadian novices who are nearby throughout the late spring a long time of 2023. Zipline above New Brunswick's notorious tourist spots like the excellent falls. Ziplining may not be a movement extraordinary to New Brunswick, but rather relatively few spots in Canada offer experienced searchers the open door to zipline above lovely regular landscape like a cascade like New Brunswick's Great Falls. This is an extraordinary way for rookies to Canada to encounter the excellence of one of Canada's 4 grassland regions from over this August. Visit Sovereign Edward Island's Anne of Green Peaks legacy spot. Anne of Green Peaks is a widely acclaimed story composed and set in Canada by ruler Edward Island local Lucy Maud Montgomery, distributed quite a long time back. This book is such an installation in Canadian scholarly culture that it has generated in excess of 12 transformations across TV, film, stage, and radio. Anne of Green Peak's legacy spot is a 19th century homestead and gallery devoted to this famous piece of Canadian writing and its writer, a milestone that is unquestionably worth a visit for all families who wind up in Eastern Canada this August. That's it for today. Hit the like button and subscribe to our channel to get all the latest possible updates. Thank you for watching.